So look at the page seen in the slide. This is the manual page of the Macof command. Macof is a command line tool mainly used to flood the switch on a local network with random MAC addresses. So as I mentioned before, when the switch receives a frame, it creates a new entry in its MAC address table for these MAC addresses. Once the switch's MAC address table is full, and it cannot save any more MAC addresses, it generally enters into a fail open mode, and it starts behaving like a network hub. So let's see Macof command in action. So here's a network that I created in GNS3. Well, the IP addresses are different from the one that I created in the previous lectures, but not to worry, it's completely identical with that network. So in addition, I've added some other VMware VMs, OWASP, Broken Web Applications, and Metasploitable in the same way with Kali. Now just a little word of caution, while you're adding a VMware VM to a GNS3 network, do not forget to create a new custom network mode such as VMnet2, because all VMs need a separate custom network mode. Remember that. Okay, so now I'll go to Kali. Since Kali is a part of the GNS3 network, its network settings is custom, so it's not in NAT mode right now. Have a look at the IP address using ifconfig. Okay, so it's in 192.168.10.0.24 IP block. So now check the entire network. I go over to the other VMs and look at the interface configurations. These are the IP addresses of all the VMs. Now go to Kali and ping them. The results are pretty good. We got the reply packets for ping requests. So now I open another terminal screen and scan these two VMs and see the open ports and running services. So I'll simply use the nmap command with the IP address only. So it'll be a SYN scan, and the top 1,000 ports will be scanned. Here are the results. 10.11 has 9 open ports, and 10.12 has 23. And as you see here, Telnet port of the 192.168.10.12 is open. So let's go to the VMs. 10.12 is Metasploitable, and 10.11 is OWASP BWA. Now, we know the Telnet service is running on Metasploitable. So to create some traffic and let the switch fill the MAC address table, I'll start up a Telnet connection from OWASP BWA to Metasploitable. Type Telnet and the IP address of Metasploitable. Enter the username and password, which are already given as a welcome message here. And we got the session. Okay, so we can exit now. Now I'll go to the console of the switch and type Show MAC Address Table Dynamic to see the dynamic records of the MAC address table. Now here there are 6 port and MAC mappings for now. Run the command again, and now we have 2 rows. So it seems, by the look of this, that the MAC address table aging is 10 or 15 seconds. Okay, you ready for this? This is the time of MAC flooding. So now I'm in a terminal screen on Kali. Have a look at the manual of Macof command first. So type man Macof and hit enter. Macof is a tool that's used to flood the local network with random MAC addresses. And here are the options. I, to identify the network interface to attack. N, to specify the number of packets to send. D, to specify the destination system's IP address, etc. So let's create the command. Of course, the first command I'll send is Macof. I, the interface that's used to attack, will type that in as eth0. D, the destination, the ether switch router. Now we're ready to run the command, so hit enter. And the MAC flood started. and Macof sends tens of packets in seconds. Now let me go to the Ether switch router console and look at the dynamic MAC address table again. You can call the last command by using the up arrow key. And as you see, there are a lot of rows for our fast Ethernet 1.0 port, which is used for Kali. So while Macof is running, let's run Wireshark and try to listen in to the traffic on the telnet of Kali's own network interface. Now to see only the telnet traffic, type telnet in the filter box and click the blue button next to the box. Okay, no telnet traffic for now. Now I go back to the OWASP BWA VM and telnet to the Metasploit VM again. Telnet, the IP address of Metasploitable, username and password. Run a command. Okay. So back to Kali. You see the telnet traffic here. Kali is neither the source of the traffic nor the destination. It receives the telnet traffic. Now, this is a typical in hub behavior to send packets to each node, so we can say that our switch is behaving like a hub now, just like we predicted. So let's go ahead and stop Wireshark and the Macof command using Control-C keys. You can do that. These are the telnet packets. Since telnet is a clear text protocol by default, we can see the payload as well as the metadata. We can see every character in a different packet. So select one of them. Right-click, follow, and select TCP stream. So the red characters here are client packets. The blue characters are the server packets. Here's a credential, username, and password.